everybody. John Ponick with the Mojave Valley Daily News. This is Valley Voices, brought to you by the Mojave Valley Daily News. I am very excited. We have, for our guest today, Cindy Frizelle. And if you don't know Cindy, first of all, shame on you. Yeah. Second of all, she is the president and co-founder of the TriState Military Moms. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks, John.
I'm glad to be able to sit next to you and shake your hand after all this time.
It's great.
I'm just going to, the reason that Cindy's here is we want to talk a little bit about Military Appreciation Month. And I put together my list of things I would like to talk to her about. And then she brought in her list of things that they are doing. So we've got a lot to talk about.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so let's talk about TriState Military Moms. I'm going to tell you, originally, I know that you had lost your son, but I was surprised to hear that this actually started before you lost your son.
Yes.
Let me run through what you have on the website here. Our strength, purpose, and commitment is dedicated to the memory of U.S. Navy Combat Corpsman Destin Burnett, Tex Burnett, KIA Afghanistan 2008, United States Navy Master at Arms Second Class Michael Mansour, KIA Iraq 2006, Medal of Honor recipient, and Marine Corps Corporal David Frizelle, decorated Marine veteran, OIF. I don't know what that is.
Operation Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom.
Right, 2001 to 2003.
Right.
And to all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, we honor all men and women of past, present, and future military service who have and continue to protect our freedom in this great nation.
Correct.
I've done a lot of these different events. I've spoke at the several of the events that John Hassett has down at Desert Lawn, and I always start off with the same thing. This community, more than any community I've lived in, really supports the military, and I think that this organization that you have here is one of the things that really stands out when I think about that. So,
absolutely. I mean, it's so patriotic here, and there's so many veterans that live here, and it's just amazing. When I go somewhere else, they say, "You do what? What goes on there?" It's amazing. We have Californians that come, and I've met them at the mailbox, and they say, "I can't believe what you're doing here. It's wonderful." So we're very pleased.
And we're going to get to some of the things that you're working on this month. But let's start with National Military Appreciation Month. I think we've got two different things here, but what I've got is the National Military Appreciation Month is celebrated every May, is a declaration that encourages U.S. citizens to observe the month in a symbol of unity. National Military Appreciation Month honors current and former members of the U.S. Armed Forces, including those who have died in the pursuit of freedom. May is characterized by 6 national observances. We talked about that.
Yes.
It's supposed to be 6 national observances, although a couple of them seem to be lagging right now.
A little bit, yeah.
Highlighting the contributions of those who have served.
Well, actually, this is a pretty new organization, I should say, or it was dedicated from Congress in 1999. So actually, this is pretty new
Really
in comparison
recent.
to a lot of the things that have happened in our history.
Right.
But May also has so many other things, and because of VE Day, which was Victory in Europe, 1945, and then we have the Children of the Fallen Patriots Day, which is May 13th, and then Arlington, which I didn't know, Arlington National Cemetery was established the same day in 1864. And interestingly enough, the internet also recognizes Osama bin Laden's death on May 2nd, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, we did that a couple of days ago. We recognized it on our daily dose. We do a look back at history and that. So, so that was awesome.
That was,
so.
yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about some of the things that are going to be going on this month. I know that you got a pile of them.
Yeah, well, not a lot, but what we try to do is make people aware of Military Appreciation Month because it's really important. Even though we're withdrawing the troops from Afghanistan, we still have them all over the world. So it's not like they're going to be thrown out. I mean, they're still going to be there. So what you guys have done for us is Carrie Fearing also put in a banner in the paper on May 2nd, which was really cool. And that sort of started the ball rolling for the initiation of Military Appreciation Month. Then I've talked to John Hassett down at the Chamber, and he is going to be rotating military pictures through the marquee down there. It hasn't started yet. I mean, going down there every single day trying to see if they're going to go. But anyway, he's got the program running. And then Lamar, it's amazing. They are giving us their marquee down near Target. And that's going to be for Memorial Day weekend. And they will be rotating a big display of thanking our military, our veterans, and honoring our fallen. So it's and thanking our community, because they're so community and patriotic oriented.
So the ones that you have down at the ones that John is going to be circulating down at the Chamber marquee, are they the same pictures that you use for the banners?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, not as many, because I just couldn't send them all of them. I mean,
we'll get to
crazy.
that number. That is crazy.
Yeah. So no, there's about 60 I sent them though.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let's jump down to that. So the banners along the highway here.
Right.
First of all, 2014, former Mayor Jack Hakem proclaimed it as Heroes Highway.
Heroes Highway, right.
So up and down Heroes Highway, you, your group are the ones that got the banners done.
Right.
So you have somebody that makes those for you, right?
Yes, we try to keep it local. Everything's local. Silly Cactus does it, Trevor. So,
another veteran.
I know, I love Trevor. I think we send care packages to him, so that's how long
Oh,
it's been.
yeah? Oh, good.
So he's awesome. But he got our banners done, and he does our retirement banners too. So we have 15 new ones going up for May, for Memorial Day. We only do it twice a year, Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And I just picked up actually 28 today. New ones and ones that had been damaged. So we replace those as much as we can.
And that's one thing that a lot of people need to understand is that whenever we have those monsoons roll through, you might lose 50 banners.
Well, last August, we lost 100. And it was funny because I was on vacation and someone from the paper called me and wanted to know about the program. He did not know about the banners and that we had lost 100. But because of you guys putting it in the paper and on Facebook, we put it on Facebook, we got so many donations, I was ready to give it up because I thought, there's no way
How am I going to do
we
this?
can replace 100 banners.
Who puts them up for you?
The city does,
Really?
and they do it in between their work, Department of Public Works, and I'm going to say it's Jeff Joseph and Kelly Elbers, and you can buy donuts, guys, now that I say your name. But they do it in between their work. They do it free of charge. The city is wonderful. They've been absolutely wonderful with us. And Mayor Brady says, anytime you need any help, just come to me.
I also didn't know that it goes down Hancock Road now.
Yeah, because we didn't have enough room.
Ran out of roads?
We ran out of room.
Come on, Mayor, let's get some more roads.
So I said, Mayor Brady, can we put them down Hancock? And he said, sure. So we only have about 6 right now, but we have room for 20. So we're hoping this time we don't have to go down Hancock, but we will if we have to.
All right, so you have to go down Hancock because
Yeah.
started with 46 banners.
Right.
Now at 176.
176. And that sort of comes and goes because we do have retirements.
Right.
This month, I think we're looking at about a dozen retirees and 15 going up. So it's going to be kind of close.
And you do the retirees at the city council meetings.
Yes, and that is going to be May 18th.
Okay.
And that's at 5:30, the regular city council meeting. And that's usually at the beginning. Sometimes they have a couple of things that go ahead of us, but it takes about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but
Yeah.
I've sat through a few of those down there, and they are so worth being there. I mean,
it's wonderful.
It's I've got to speak at the city council meeting, so I got to wait through this, and then it starts happening, and you start hearing and seeing these soldiers there and their families, and it's definitely worth. So if you get a chance, May 18th.
May 18th, 5:30. Be there early because the seating is limited.
Yeah.
You know, we had to do a virtual retirement ceremony last May, so this time it's going to be something special.
In person, so
In person,
we'll be out there.
so.
I'm going to try and Jeff, I'm going to try and get I don't know if I think Bill's on vacation actually
I'm not
at
sure.
that time. Yeah, I think he's on vacation, so I'm going to try and worm my way into covering that for that event.
Get in there and cover that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just say Cindy requested me.
That's right.
There you go.
Absolutely.
All right.
Red remember
Yes,
everyone deployed day.
absolutely.
Let's talk about them. You got a couple
Actually,
over
I've
there
got some shirts for you.
for us?
Yeah, I didn't know what
That's the
sizes.
first time we've got
Awesome.
anything.
I know. We.
I mean,
That's
not
the
even
whole
a-
reason
not
we
e-
started doing this is
Not
to
even
get
a
free
cup of
swag.
Yeah, free
coffee.
stuff.
We've never got a cup of coffee in the morning.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Donuts.
Nothing.
No.
This is the first thing. We
This is
thank you for
awesome.
that. We got to thank her for
So
that.
Yes.
I have 3 sizes, so you can pick, and if you don't have a size here, I can go get you another one. But basically, it's not a terribly unusual shirt. I've got one on now, but
Those
what's
are nice.
unusual is the back has got so many colors on it.
Oh wow.
Very
and
nice.
It's really cool.
That
Um,
I have a red shirt from a couple years ago,
Ah.
and I mean I enjoy wearing it as a
Yeah.
veteran, but
It's got our little logo.
that
on it,
is awesome.
So,
Well, thank
so
you,
when we
Cindy. That's
finish,
awesome.
we'll figure out what size you wear.
That was unexpected.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very
Where
nice.
can you get them?
Well,
Where can they get them?
you can call me. I keep them in my garage. I know this is terrible, but I mean, people said, "Do you want to sell them on the internet?" No, I don't want to sell them on the internet. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I just keep them in my garage. I order them from Silly Cactus, and but it's interesting because people will buy like a Colorado River plumbing and needles. She'll buy a few of them for me, and then she'll sell them. And we sell them. People, the snowbirds will come and buy them. VFW buys a lot of them. So it's really kind of neat that they do that.
Rita Braun wanted to let you know that she's watching.
Oh, good.
Hi, Rita.
Thank you. Hi, Rita.
Tanya Downing wants you to know that you're amazing.
Rita Braun wants to know how much they are.
It depends. No. We're asking $15, but if you like buy 2, it's 2 for $25, 3 for $35, that kind of. We do have some tank tops in some sizes, so we charge a flat rate $15 for those. They're a little bit more to create. So, and I don't have probably all the sizes that you need, but because I have to order in quantity, so when something goes out, it takes me a little bit. But,
Sure.
But yeah, you can call me, and I don't know if you have my number, but it's on Facebook.
We'll post it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or text me or Facebook me, whatever. And actually, I have to tell you that the Pioneer Hotel, the gift shop over there, they started making them. They went to a different vendor. It's a little bit different than ours, which is good. But I don't really care. I just want people to wear the red. I don't care where you get them.
And
you
do
know?
the proceeds from theirs come to you?
And they give us $3 every time they sell a shirt.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool because last month we got over $200.
Wow.
So
Oh, so they're doing it all the time, not
yeah,
just.
they do it all the time. And then, of course, the Aquarius and the Edgewater, they start. Sean Hammond, God bless
Yeah,
him.
right?
He has started this program several years ago. I think it's 4 or 5 years now. And he does the red shirts Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And I believe they're going to have another program this Memorial Day. And they give us the proceeds from that. I'm hoping that the other casinos will kick in.
Fall in line.
Like-
Talking to you, Matt
Yeah.
Laughlin.
Yeah, Riverside. Matt Laughlin is pretty good. He gave us a nice chunk at Christmas, so I appreciate that. But
All right.
the
All
whole
right.
thing
You
is
gotta
get
pass
these
this
red
thing.
shirts worn. I
Yeah.
really want them. I don't care where you buy them. If you pay $5 or $15, but the money that we have goes towards our programs.
Just
so.
be out there showing. All right, so let's talk about some of those programs and
Okay.
what that money is being used for. I think the one that everyone probably
Care
cares
packages.
most about is the care packages.
Care packages, yeah. We just had a packaging session on the 22nd. And what was cool about that is we included the Girl Scout Troop 316.
Mhm.
There was an article in the paper about them. They're the cutest little girls. They have been doing this since they were little tykes. And they had 209 boxes that they packaged for us.
Wow.
And it was so much fun, and they love to get Girl Scout cookies. So these troops are just, I'm getting thank yous starting now because it takes about 7 to 10 days to get the boxes to them.
Oh, that's
So-
pretty good. Back when I was
Yeah,
in, it was
yeah.
3 weeks to a month.
Exactly, yeah. So we're starting to get some thank yous from, if it's not them, it's their parents, but it's kind of neat. So that was fun, but each packaging, we only did 65 boxes this time, which is kind of on the low side. But it still costs us $2,400. So it's expensive, and we do this every other month.
Right, and we're not talking a
No.
a little box this big
No.
with a toothbrush and
No.
toothpaste and a couple of cookies.
It
We're talking
is-
big packages.
It is a juicy box, believe me.
Juicy box.
It's a juicy box, and we have some. I try to get requests from them if they have a certain thing that they want. A couple of years ago, we had someone that wanted silly string, And I said, why would you want silly string? They put it on the trip wires. And I went, wow.
So that's a lot easier to see, yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Yep,
that's
makes
pretty
sense.
amazing. We had one guy that wanted spaghetti sauce and spaghetti. So, hey.
Can't
if you-
blame him.
Yeah. So, and
Know
then
how he's gonna-
we have a USO in Iraq that we've worked with for several years, and we send them decorations for their events, and they got a lot of cookies this time too. So we do, yeah, juicy box. So anyway, but it is expensive, but it doesn't matter. We just, because our community's so generous, we're able to do it. So.
Yeah, so we're talking, it's expensive because it's a big box, and then you also have to ship it
Oh,
Yeah.
$20.45 it is now for a box.
per box.
Yeah.
So the last one you said were 70-some you sent out, or what?
It was, let's see, 65 boxes. It cost us about, with everything, about $2,400. And fortunately, this time, we had the Girl Scout cookies, so it didn't cost us to fill those boxes.
Right.
So they did about 25 of the boxes for us. It was a little less expensive on the contents, not the mailing.
But more the shipping
Yeah,
was still.
right.
So if somebody wants to donate, the best bet is to donate money.
Yeah, money, unless you have an organization or someone that I can give a list to, because we're kind of particular about what we put in. You can't have liquids or flammable items, and certain sizes are appropriate, because you don't want to send a large bottle of shampoo or something like that. So
Right.
we kind of have some things that we always put in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rather than sending over a bunch of something that is going to
that-
get tossed.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Okay.
we always send the military socks. We always send the clean pair of socks, because that's really important. I'm sure you know that.
So important.
It is.
Look, if you said, what do you want, socks, or do you want some spaghetti sauce?
Exactly.
Or Girl Scout cookies? I'll take the socks.
That's right.
That is the worst.
And we send beanie caps in the winter, and we send the cool ties in the summer. So it just
should
depends
talk
on
to-
where they're located.
You should talk to Ken Sonnegroth. He's got
I
a
did,
pile
and
of
he's
those.
never gotten back to me.
What?
I know.
Calling
Ken
you out, Sonnegroth.
And I see him at court every 2 weeks, too. So
Okay,
Wow.
perfect segue. So,
There we go.
what are you doing in court every 2 weeks, Cindy?
I know I go to court every 2 weeks for the Veterans Treatment Court.
Veterans Treatment Court, Judge Sorayas.
Judge Sorayas. It was established in 2017, and we've been there every 2 weeks since it started. I missed a couple, but not too many. We play a very small role. We're kind of the fun part of the court. Yeah, they go through the difficult part,
I don't know
but
that
we're
we've
the
heard
fun part.
Anybody ever associate fun in court
I
together
never knew court
before?
was fun.
I think Ken Sonnegroth appreciates
Yes.
it. He has a lot of fun in court.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. So we give them goodie bags every single week.
well, let's start with what the Veterans Treatment Court
Veterans
is.
Treatment Court was established there's one in Kingman and Lake Havasu, and we're kind of the last ones on board. But it's for veterans who get into trouble, and it's misdemeanors
Right.
in our area. And they have to go through, well, they don't have to. They have to sign up for the program if they want to
Right.
go through this. But it's very extensive. It's like 18 to 24 months. And they go through a lot. They have to be tested, counseling. There's all kinds of issues that they have to deal with to get their program going.
Right.
But it's wonderful.
So, me being a veteran, if I got into trouble, they would give me the option of going
Mm-hmm.
in this. If I say yes, I'm going to go in this. I have things that I have to
Have to
follow,
do.
and one of the things they do is give you a mentor.
Right, and that's where we're really desperate. We really need some mentors because they need a battle buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And, the court system is difficult to go through on your own. And so, as a veteran, you know that you always had someone behind you. You
Still
always
do.
had someone to get your back. So this is the same situation. So, our community has a lot of veterans out there that are looking for things to do. Come and be a mentor. It's not a full-time thing, it's volunteer.
Right.
But you can just help these veterans get back into society, which is the best thing that you can do for anyone.
When you sit in this court, and if you even remotely are thinking about this, you go to the court. When is the next one? Do you know?
Let's see, we just had one last week, so it'll be next Monday, and I'm not sure the date on that.
The
it must be
4th, 11th,
17th?
18th?
No, that's a Tuesday, so, because that's our banner, so it must be the 17th.
Right. So next
At
Tuesday
2:30,
at 2:30,
right.
Judge Sorayas' court, which is over inside the
Municipal Court.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
municipal court there.
You said the 18th?
17th.
That's gonna be a Monday.
Right. It's
Yeah.
always on a Monday.
Go and check it out. You don't have to participate or anything. Just sit in the seats back there in the audience and listen to what's going on,
Right.
and see if it's something you want to get involved in. There are soldiers that have had issues, and whether it ends up being an alcohol or a drug or just making mistakes or whatever, that really just need somebody that understands the stuff they went through and are still going through for a
Right.
lot of them,
Right.
and help them by counseling them or giving them a ride or
absolutely.
reminding them, or, hey, I'm really having a hard time today, can we talk, kind of a
Right,
thing.
right.
And they need that.
They need that support. They need that support. So
And the mentors have a little training thing or something they
yeah,
have to go
there's
through.
a training. Tracy Reed is in charge right now, and he's wonderful. He's a veteran, so he's very involved in the program, and they do great things. And what's nice is we have graduations. We just had a graduation, and we graduated 3 veterans from the
That's
program
really
who were
good.
in for like 18 months, and I mean they were glad to get out, but they're very grateful when they do get out for the things. And some of them go in with kind of a negative attitude,
Sure.
you know, like, you're going to tell me what to do when?
I've already had this. I don't want to
Yeah.
go through that.
But they really are appreciative when they finish, because there's so many resources that they can tap into.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, we're kind of in the back burner of this, but we do help them get places. We can give them bus tickets. I've paid rent. I paid, not me, our organization, electric bills. We give them gift cards when appropriate. So we do the fun things with them. We do the things that they really need if another program can offer that. So.
And there's a lot of things that go along with it. There's testing. There's
right.
if you miss appointments or something, you might get moved
Right.
back again.
Right.
But you have to reach these milestones. But it is a great program for sure.
But the other thing is that it offers them the ability to find out what benefits that they could have from
Yeah.
the VA.
And that was the other thing I
Yeah.
want to talk about. You have the nation's finest now.
Yes.
And Catholic Charities and
Yeah.
all these other people are there as well, that Judge Surias can say, you know, can you guys help with
Right.
that? Or what is it, Jennifer Portwood?
Jennifer does
She's
the
still doing that?
the VA
Nations?
benefits, even though it's gone to a generic number that you can call. But Jennifer is our person that we go to here with the court system, and she's very helpful. She'll find benefits that
She's
you
knowledgeable.
never thought that you would have. So it's really great.
Good. Anybody else over there in the audience that we need to know about?
Well, Jerry Ambrose, of course, we work
Jerry
with
Ambrose,
them
that's right.
all the
Mhm.
time, and they are going to. Jerry Ambrose is starting it, but we are going to be having a Veterans Resource Fair on June 25th here, and that will be at Sunlink. And that it's only going to be for 4 hours. It's kind of a small stand down, if you remember the stand
Yeah.
downs, because we don't have as many homeless as we did at that time. Several years. We've been doing this for I think 7 years now. So it's a minor little portion of that, but it'll
That's
still
good
have a
news.
lot of the vendors there to help veterans. So yeah.
I think we have made it through all of your list.
Let's see.
See anything that we missed?
Tournament
ceremony, care packages.
Oh, the welcome home events.
Oh, yes.
We used
Oh,
to
gosh.
have, well, COVID sort of put a squelch on that, but we had our welcome home events, and people would ask me, well, can you put it in the paper? Well, no, because we surprise these veterans,
Yeah.
I mean, these military guys. I have to tell you a funny story about one of them. We had a military service member. We tell the families that we're going to do this, and they're home on leave usually. They've come home from wherever they were deployed to. And we tell them that they're going to dress up so that they can take pictures with the family. Well, this one time, the police department showed up at their door and said, you've been called back to active duty, and if you don't come with us now, we're going to arrest you.
Oh, my
And this
gosh.
poor kid was just like,
Worried and scared. and
scared. And then he goes outside and he sees the Patriot Guard riders and
Yeah.
the police escort, and they take him to the VFW, which we have these events. It's a potluck, and it's just a wonderful time, and the mayor's there, and he gives them the key to the city, and it's just a great time.
I've done
And
a few
I
of them. And
just wish that we could have them back, and maybe in the fall we'll start to be able to do that again.
well, who is the person that's saying that you can't?
Well, it's not that. It's just that there's so many people that would crammed into one space. We're a little bit concerned
trying
right
to keep
now.
that.
We're still
Okay.
trying to keep our distance a little bit.
That makes sense.
And, and the families do have to call us because we don't necessarily know who's coming home either.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
really
true.
important. So,
That's true.
so call us or Facebook us, whatever, and let us know that your service member's home. So,
Okay, you hear that?
Yeah.
Let us know when your service member
right?
is coming home
And
on
we'll,
leave.
and we'll scare him to death first,
And we'll
but then
scare 'em.
but then he'll be happy
be a fun.
with the
Yes.
outcome.
Fun time.
You know what? That doesn't scare them. They're military. They're
That's
fine.
right.
They're used to
That's
that.
right.
Yeah,
A little
that's
blip.
true.
All right. Well, do we have anything that we need to
Just a couple
wish
shout outs.
there were more people like you
a
in
lot
your
of
beautiful
shout outs.
organization?
A lot of shout outs to Cindy.
Yes.
Great
Oh,
job. People were
thank you.
impressed. You are amazing.
Oh,
They wish there was more people like you. You're beautiful. Your organization, everything. Okay, cool.
well, thank you.
Got some feedback.
you.
That's good.
That
Thank
is.
you.
And
Thank you.
all true. She's amazing in what she does to help
And
my
we have
brothers
you have
and
a new
sisters.
follower on YouTube as
Oh,
well.
good.
Somebody
Good.
wanted to know the channel, so I gave it to him on
Oh,
YouTube.
awesome.
So yeah,
Well, thank you
cool.
so much.
Well, thank you,
Thank
Cindy.
you. This
I
is great.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
This has been Valley Voices, brought to you by the Mojave Valley Daily News. Please tune in tomorrow morning for our daily dose.
And
She
get-
always does, and
and-
Cindy doesn't miss it. So,
Don't forget to plug what's happening tomorrow
and
night.
and tomorrow night we have our Aces, the
Awards,
Finley
yeah.
Aces Awards down at the Field House, starting at 6:00. Doors open at 5:30. Dinner at 6, and it's our chance to recognize all the students and student athletes and scholars and
That's right.
teachers and coaches and everybody else in our community with a special awards program. If you can make it, we will be airing it live here as well on our Facebook channel. So thank you for joining us, everybody. We hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Cindy.
Great. Thank you.